today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Cleveland Browns versus Winston and the Washington football team.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 5th season now at 6'4", it's Jeff Driscoll.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. The numbers for Jones a week ago. 5 catches, 71 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry for Lashon Mccoy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 21.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
3. Washington, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their 26-year-old quarterback in his 6th season from Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run. Peterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. In the slot on the right is Graham. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cameron Bray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Raekwon Davis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That one complete to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to K.J. Hill. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now a run with Peterson. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Peterson. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
12 yards there and a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Driscoll's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Now young Ray Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
Washington, 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown.
Holding, receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. He's got a first down past the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And Graham's got it over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And he's got this down to the 35.
McCoy. That's good.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. From there, we check on the other Pennsylvania team as we head east to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Snell.
Benny Snell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Forced out to his left. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Touchdown.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To throw again on second down. Winston, a short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to run again with Snell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Snell yet again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick sixes thrown last year, part of his 30 interception season. And he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Winston. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Winston's pass.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, Peterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Jameis again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.